Free, 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 free sacred shards. Yes, sir. What's up, guys? MTG Jedi here, and we need to talk because there is a crazy event that's about to happen in game. I was hoping it would be a crazy 10x for an awesome Void Legendary. Well, that does happen to be true, but fortunately for me, it's one I have. Warlord, one of my favorite champions on my entire account. I've used him. I've had him for so long. Was he my first Void Legendary? I believe he was my first Void Legendary, but honestly, I don't remember at this point. Either way, I've had him for so long on my account. He is an incredible champion right now. He always was, but he got some hate because his AI prioritized his shield first, which I never minded. I use him alongside my Seer all the time. I use him in tons of areas of the game. But that is not why you're here today. You are here today because you want to know how to get free sacred shards. All right. This weekend, at the time of this recording, there is going to be a guaranteed legendary champion, Helior. I feel like he needs like Helior of the Sun. Like he needs like a title or a last name or something. Nope, just Helior. Anyway, this is a very interesting champion, and man, I am so tempted to go for this guy. But the short answer is, we'll see. Okay, so let me go over him real quick, because if you're watching this at the time, then maybe you want my opinion, and then we'll get right into the sacreds, I promise, okay? Ally resist in all battles by 60 is a great aura. Warlord has ally resist in all battles by 80, which I use all the time. His passive, he's going to absorb 30% of the damage if your allies have debuffs. That is super cool. This is his, like, super interesting ability here, okay? There's two parts. Number one, he's going to transfer all debuffs from all allies to an enemy and then attack them with his A1. And then part two is he doesn't need accuracy for this. It goes off of resistance. He has a base resistance of 50, so that's a good starting point. He also has this crazy shield. Places a shield buff on all allies for 2 turns equal to 20% of the damage inflicted. Okay, and this is a defense-based champion. Okay, his A1 is going to increase his defense if this attack is critical. I don't like this part about his kit. But yes, I do think it's worth it to build him with a 100% crit rate for this, to increase his defense. It's also going to heal this champion by 75% of his defense after attacking once you hit that 20% threshold. So that's only 4 attacks. It's only 4 attacks. So my first thought was, let's put him in Relentless. Let's get him some counterattacking masteries. All of that sounds great, okay? His base stats are very nice. 1542, 18495. Attack does not matter in any way. Speed, fine. Crit rate, fine. Crit damage, fine. The base resistance, very nice. So, should you go for this guy? Short answer, I don't know. I think that if you don't have a good shield champion and you have the ability to get 15 sacred shards, or you have 15 sacred shards, then maybe. I think that he really reminds me of Valkyrie with placing this shield based on, like, damage, basically. So, I don't know. I really don't know. I think that he will be good against the Nether Spider, and there's 2 reasons why I want to talk about the Nether Spider. Number one, I just beat this boss today on hard in the Doom Tower, and this is the team I used to auto it. How many turns? A bunch. 254. Very similar team up here. You can see he did use a Warlord on his team. I think I would love to try Helior. Yeah, Helior against the Nether Spider. He's going to give you a ton of poisons. You can take them all off of your team and put them back on the Nether Spider. That's really where I want to try him. Is he good against the Magma Dragon? I don't think you can transfer back the debuff, the Hex debuff. It stays. The Griffin... the Griffin gives you back all of your debuffs that you put on him if you're not careful, so then you could transfer them all back. It's like playing tag when you were little, right? And then the Eternal Dragon, I mean, I guess, but the Scarab, no, and the Frostbiter, maybe. So, like, I don't think that this is a champion that's very well suited for every area of the game. But he's a good shield-based champion, and he protects your champions, so maybe. The other reason why I wanted to come over here to the Nether Spider is because by beating this boss, I was able to get a Sacred Shard today. So let's transition over and talk about why you clicked on this video. We are only 6 minutes in, so don't freak out, alright? Now, what are the ways that you can get Sacred Shards for free in the game? There are some of them. There's not as many as the other shards, right? There's a lot more opportunities to get Ancient Shards and Void Shards, and many less opportunities to get Sacred Shards. Okay. The easiest way to get a Sacred Shard is your monthly quests. But it takes 30 days, you know? I mean, yes, if you don't log in, there's nothing, it doesn't reset or whatever, but once a month, you will get a Sacred Shard. That's still exciting, but it's minimal. It's minimal, okay? Every morning when I wake up, I come over here and I click on my clan boss chests. One of the reasons why so many content creators... here, I'll scroll down so you can see my damage. I am officially... oh, wait. 70.1. Oh, wow, that was close. I almost didn't get to top chest. I'm so glad I made this video. We were just a little bit short on RNG. I was going to say I'm officially one-keying, but this was not a one-key. It's because it turned to blue. That's the real reason, but, you know, whatever. So every morning when I wake up, I come over here and I collect my Ultra Nightmare chests. 2 copies of the Transcendent chest. I had some people did not know this. If your clan actually defeats the boss, you get 2 chests. So you should be in a clan where you're defeating the top boss you can defeat. Okay? So, like... the top boss I can defeat is Ultra Nightmare. That's the clan I need to be in. Very happy with my Oath clan, and we have a lot of clans in our clan cluster. If you need a clan, let me know. We'll get you settled, okay? We've helped out so many people from Twitch and YouTube, switching you over to a clan that's appropriate for your level, okay? Now, why are we talking about this? Because remember, there is... the opportunity to get Sacred Shards from the Transcendent chest. Okay, so every morning when I wake up, I have the ability to get any of the shards and either of the books, and I get at least 1 Sacred Shard per week. Okay, you saw that I have 2 right now. One of those is from these chests, and one is from the boss that I beat, the Nether Spider. Okay. You can not get it from the Celestial chest, or the Divine chest, or the Mythical chest. Like, these ones are just not as good. This one is much better. And in fact, the Nightmare top chest, the Ultimate chest, is also better. You can't get it from this one, you can't get it from this one, you can't get it from this one, but you can get it from both top chests. So, every day... I also hit Nightmare. Where's my damage here for you to see? There's my damage on Nightmare, okay? Every day I also hit Nightmare so that I get 2 copies of this chest. And actually, my Sacred Shard so far this week was from a Nightmare chest. So I'm hoping that I'll get another one tomorrow. In Brutal, you cannot get them. It's only Nightmare and Ultra Nightmare, okay? So, you have your login reward Sacred Shard. You have your Ultra Nightmare and your Nightmare Sacred Shard. Now, you should be doing your Doom Tower, okay? There's a Sacred Shard at level 110 and a Sacred Shard at level 120. So hopefully I'll be able to get that before tomorrow as well. And then that'll give me a couple extra ones, okay? Now, on the normal side, where probably most of you are, if we scroll up here, let's try and see if we can find our Sacred Shards. Here's a Void Shard. Epic Book. Why is this an Ancient Shard? I don't know. And then a Void Shard at the top. No Sacred Shards on the normal Doom Tower. I feel like that's disappointing. I don't know. Maybe that's asking too much. I don't think so. I do not think so. Okay. Now, where else can you get them? Can you get them from Arena? Yes. Okay. Yes, you can. Sort of. If you're in Gold 3v3, you can get a Sacred Shard from the Bazaar. But again, getting to Gold 3v3 is very challenging. Like, if we come over here and we look at some of these teams, we're at like 200,000 to 300,000 power or more, right? We're talking about serious endgame teams here. Now, I have teams set up that I can beat these kind of teams, but not everybody does, and I get that, okay? So, let's see. Can I buy my Ancient Shard yet? No, but I can get that tomorrow. I usually buy Energy. I usually buy Ancient Shards. Recently, I've started buying Rare Books once in a while. I actually have enough of these fragments that when I buy one more of each of these, I can summon those. That's for later on in the missions. I try to buy these accessories as well. Sometimes I've bought a Void Shard, usually not. And then the epic skill tomes and the legendary skill tomes, I've never bought. I just feel like they're too expensive. I would rather have a Sacred Shard. Okay. Same with the 5-star chicken. No way. I'll just go make one. So, you can get them from Tag Team Arena, but you can't get them from the chests, the weekly chests. If we come here and we look at... Okay, I take that back. I take that back. How do we see... Oh, tiers. Okay. So here is the possibilities from Gold 4, which is where many players are. Okay, if you finish in Platinum, you do have the chance to get a Sacred Shard. I've never finished in Platinum, nor have most of you. So, this is one way to get a free Sacred Shard, but if you can finish in Platinum, you probably don't need it. That's my opinion. So, I don't know. How do you feel about that? I would love this avatar, actually. I like that one. I don't like any of these other ones, but I would use that one. At this point, I'm pretty settled with my polar bear. Alright, so there's that. What other ways do we have to get Sacred Shards? Well, Yes, okay, great. There are Sacred Shards in here for you as well. Once you hit 655 stars in Faction Wars. And then there's a bunch here, 705, 730, 756. And then when you finish at 819, right before you get your Lydia. So you can get free Sacred Shards from Faction Wars. Okay. Obviously, I have my Lydia. However, if you don't, you should be working on your Faction War teams. And apparently, I did not finish all my keys. I've been painting today, guys. Painting. Dungeons. Can you get Sacred Shards in dungeons? That's a big ol' no. You can get Ancient Shards, but not Sacred Shards. And then what was over here? Campaign. I mean, yes, technically you can. You can if you're fighting through brutal or nightmare. There's definitely. Oh, it doesn't tell you. There's definitely sacred shards in Nightmare Campaign. So if you have not beaten Nightmare Campaign yet, that is something you should just do and then come back over to Brutal, obviously, which is where we all farm. But there are free sacred shards there. Are there any other ways to get free sacred shards in the game? Once in a while, for a tournament or an event, they will put sacred shards at the top. It is not very often. And you can see here, there's nothing there. If we come over and we look at the current events that are happening right now, the Artifact Enhancement event, no, is an epic book. The Dungeon Divers is an epic book. Okay, so sometimes from tournaments and events, there will be sacred shards. Most of the time, guys, what do we have free here? Ooh. Most of the time, if people want sacred shards, they come up here and then they buy them. Okay? But they're one of the most expensive resources in the game. They are. Sacred shards are not meant to be frequent or common, right? Because that's the main way to get legendary champions, or one of them. Okay? So to sum it up, the main way to get your sacred shards is from logging in every day, you get one per month, and from the clan boss. Okay? From those clan boss chests. That's just the honest truth. If you're doing your missions, there's going to be sacred shards over here as well. I've gotten a couple. I don't think that there's any more to me looking forward to whenever they change this Gomlock mission, and then I can get all the way through all of these missions. That will be wonderful. Everybody's going to be stuck there, and I have not been pressing with the glyphs in order to get there because, Gomlock is the third champion on the hard Doom Tower, and I have made progress on that. How many fragments do I have? Like 2. 1 fragment for Gomlock, but I still need to beat some rooms in the hard side of Doom Tower right now. I think that's it, guys. I think that's all the ways to get sacred shards in the game. If I missed one, put it in the comments below, and also let me know if you are going to be pulling for Helior. I will be pulling shards, so either later today at the time of this recording or tomorrow, my shard video will come out. I know everybody is curious about what I get every week or the troubles that I see with my dupe legendaries. So that's every way to get a sacred shard in the game. All the info hopefully you need about Helior to make your decision, and Plarium. If you want to do these kind of events, stop being stupid. Don't do this after a 2x sacred. It's not cool, man. Second of all, if you want to do these kind of events, put a pack in the shop that will just give you 15 sacred shards. Charge whatever you want for it. I think you should be reasonable with it. Like, how much would it reasonably cost for 15 sacred shards that I would actually buy it? $150 probably. $150, 15 sacred shards, get Helior. I mean, maybe if it was like 175 or 200, people would do it. But you're blocking off a huge portion of the player base with this one right here. 15 sacred shards is like, I don't know, 6 months or a year for some people. I don't know. Tell me in the comments how you feel about this event as well. If you liked this video, click the button. And man, there's so many of you watching these videos who are not subscribed yet. So if I kept your attention all the way till the end here, maybe you would consider clicking the subscribe button. It's totally free. Totally free. Thank you for watching. I'm MTG Jedi. Good luck with your pulls no matter what you're doing this weekend. Hopefully you're going to get the new Fusion because he's cool. And hopefully you pull some good champions with your shards. Have a great day.